The FBI really doesn't like to tell you anything about what they're doing, or for that matter, the congressmen who are charged with oversight of the FBI. That seems to be a problem, doesn't it? Now, the latest story has to do with their side of the conversations with Twitter over censoring people that they just didn't approve of, speaking their mind and exercising their First Amendment rights on social media. Joining us now is the investigative reporter at Washington Examiner who's been digging into this story, Gabe Kaminsky. Gabe, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Now, what's this all about? I feel like we've already seen quite a bit of what the FBI was doing through the Twitter files expose. This, of course, the hand-selected journalists like Matt Taibbi and others that Elon Musk charged with sort of revealing the internal communications from Twitter's side of the equation. What are we looking for from the FBI here?
Yeah, so this is kind of the latest string of kind of what you said, of certainly seemingly a lack of transparency. A group called Protect the Public Trust, which is a right-leaning watchdog group, requested a trove of records from the FBI in connection to a thread that journalist Matt Taibbi put out in December 2022 that showed, based on internal emails, that the FBI and a few different arms under it, the Foreign Influence Task Force and one of its election divisions, was advising Twitter on content moderation, what conservatives have likened essentially to censorship. And they were asking for these records and other records so the watchdog can have a better understanding of the role the government played with a private entity and potentially advising it or legitimately advising it. Unfortunately, the FBI came back to the organization months, right after their request, and had said that even acknowledging the existence of these records would essentially be a privacy or national security concern, and listed several exemptions that it's claiming in not releasing these various documents to the public.
Wait, so they're saying that this is a national security issue that they can't put this right? I thought that they were just advising Twitter on people who were violating their terms and conditions with regard to like the vaccines and masking and COVID-19. Why would that be a national security issue?
Yeah, I'm not sure if that is. What I mean is the FBI claimed that in not releasing the documents in relation to that content moderation to the watchdog group, that there are various exemptions that they're claiming in order to do that. And it's something federal agencies do a lot, where they'll say, well, we can't acknowledge even the existence of these records.
Oh, I see.
Because they could be an issue for various government procedures.
But we know the records exist because we've seen Twitter's side of the conversation, right, and their emails. So I guess what I'm not, and again, you're just investigating the story and writing about it, but it seems to me that if the FBI truly did save America by making sure that Joe MAGA 634 didn't tweet something about Ukraine or about COVID, then I would think they'd be proud of that. Look at us, look what we did, we saved the country.
Yeah, I mean, certainly. So we know a portion of these records exist. The watchdog group, Protect the Public's Trust, had requested way more. In fact, I believe like 150 or more, because Mr. Taibbi in his thread had referenced a small amount of documents, and there's way more. But all that is to say that certainly it's in the public's interest to better understand how people like Yoel Roth at Twitter or Patrick Conlon, their threat intelligence lead, who's a former Defense Department analyst, were communicating with the FBI in 2020/2021 and 2022, because that public-private partnership is concerning to people.
Is this on the radar of James Comer and Jim Jordan over in House Oversight and House Judiciary and the Weaponization Select Committee? Because this seems to be right up their alley.
Yeah, it certainly seems to be something similar to their investigating. I'm not sure it's on their up the radar right now, or I can't say, but I mean, certainly, if you saw, there's been much reporting recently on how James Comer has requested a document from the FBI that allegedly shows some sort of allegedly criminal scheme related to Biden and Romanian foreign nationals, I believe. But the FBI has declined that subpoena to provide that. Again, we don't even know what allegedly illegal activity, because they haven't really said much. But so that's kind of an interesting saga playing out with the FBI as well.
And real fast, Protect the Public Trust, they're not taking no for an answer. They're pursuing this. Does this take a federal judge now to step in?
If the organization decided to file a lawsuit, then it would come to judge. As of right now, it's a kind of just currently in the FOIA place. But yeah, we'll definitely have updates when that group
Yeah.
proceeds and wherever the course of action would be.
All right, we'll keep watching that, as if we don't have enough to watch with this FBI and the investigations. Thanks for watching. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. In the meantime, I'll see you on the radio.